I have chosen to apply for the Painless Personal Statements workshop because it will allow me to succeed in writing three different personal statements required by the universities of my dreams, one of which is Teachers College of Columbia University in New York.
Wow, that's a good dream. If you end up going to the Teachers College of Columbia in New York after, please email me and I will help you with that. I'm more than happy to put you on that path. There was a lady in red over here. Oh, yep, go ahead.
It is with great interest that I am applying for Painless Personal Statements workshop because I had tired being rejected for 3 times just because I'm bad to write personal statement. Even everything I wrote there is honesty.
The heartstrings. That's pretty good. And I like how you wrote, it is with great interest. I think mentioning that you've been rejected is also kind of a good technique because maybe the reader is going to feel badly for you. They take pity on you. That's fine. Play the pity card. Yes.
It is with great interest that I'm applying for the Painless Personal Statement workshop because I want to learn how to get my abstract accepted and present in a conference.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's also perfectly written. Use that sentence in your future. That's perfect. Can we bring the mic over or something? Sorry. I saw 2 hands over here, and then we got to move on. I'm sorry for the sake of time. My time went away, so.
Hello. Hello.
I'm like, ooh, I was blinded by it. I'm sorry.
I joined personal statement workshop because it is enjoyable, free, and I want to enrich my knowledge and skill of writing. And when I join it, my expectation fulfilled, and suddenly I feel expert on it because the teacher so wow wonderful, like the tagline of Indonesian tourism.
You got a lot of writing done in that short period of time. I'm very impressed. I'm happy I'm motivating you so much. Yeah, well done. Kind of a long sentence. I'd probably cut it up into multiple sentences, but all your ideas are there.
Thank you.
And you're also doing a slightly great technique, which is not the pity card, but kind of the mwah, mwah, mwah card, which works for me. So, and there was one more down here, right?
Hello. I have chosen to apply for the Painless Personal Statement workshop because it will allow me to, and because I need someone from university who knows exactly what is the best way to make personal statement to be accepted for my master degree in University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Wow, University of Illinois. That's pretty. Are you feeling like you're learning more by being here? Because that's
Yes.
okay. Good, excellent. And what are you going to do your master's in?
Master in Business Administration in
Ooh.
International Management.
Good thinking, Abe Lincoln. That'll take you places. And you're on the right track. Okay. Do we understand the first roadmap sentence? Everybody's got it. So we know the grabber is creative. It's you. Use your voice. Punch the reader in the face. And we know the roadmap. Tell the reader where you're going, why you're applying, the reasons. This is also like a thesis statement for an essay. If you're writing a 5-paragraph essay, you're doing the same exact style. It's the same style. So that's good because it's just a formula you can follow. Back to the sandwiching of your ideas. So I'm just repeating this because it was super text heavy the last time we looked at it. Why are you interested in the program? Why are you the best? Sell yourself, sell yourself. And how will you match with the program being offered? That's clear? All right. This is quite possibly the most important slide in the whole presentation because I have been reading a lot of people's personal statements, and what I'm noticing is that their ideas are not connected. So we are lacking the linking words to connect our ideas. We are lacking the transitional words to connect our ideas. I think you should think of sequencing and linking. First, second, third. That's the easiest way to do it. First, second, third. However, it's not very literary, it's not very beautiful. It's just very simple. So right here, I have provided you guys, on top of that ran away to over here for some reason. Uh-oh, my bad. I have provided you guys with some linking words. My first reason, my main reason, to start, first of all, to begin with. Those all belong at the beginning of your first idea. Don't pay attention to on top of, it is supposed to be over there. Ran away. So your first reason, and it's okay to say that. My first reason is because I grew up in a poor family and my brother never had the opportunity, whatever, I don't know. Whatever your first reason is, it should be good. And then another reason, or additionally, or beyond that, very simple, also on top of that. So these are your words to introduce the second reason why you're applying for something. And then I think, finally, my ultimate goal, and lastly, these are the prompts that you are going to use to sandwich your ideas. So you have your grabber, you have your roadmap, and then you have idea 1, 2, and 3. First of all, second of all, finally, to begin with, additionally, my ultimate goal is, so those are your 3 ways to structure your ideas, your creative ideas. Does that make sense? Did you write that down? I highly recommend writing those words down, and I apologize for on top of that. I didn't know how that happened. This guy. Finally, you're going to want to wrap up your statement with a really solid conclusion sentence. A conclusion sentence is essentially restating your roadmap, but in a better way. In a more, how is this going to save the world and save your life type of way. It's also your final piece of bread. So if you think about the sandwich, the bread is the same, but it's a little bit different. The first sentence is outlining where you're going, and the final sentence is how this is going to make the world a better place. I think you should always think about making the world a better place. Here are some, back to this is a formula. Stock phrases for your conclusion sentence. Steal these from me because I use them all the time and they work. Trust me, these are excellent conclusion sentences. I am confident, and here is without being arrogant. I'm saying I am confident. I am confident that my skills and expertise match those of the ideal candidate for this position. Beautiful, I wrote that. For all of these reasons, I am sure I will be an excellent fit in this educational community. So this is the example of how you are showing that you're the best. You have, pride in yourself, but you're not being arrogant. You're not saying, like, all the other people are really stupid and I'm the best. Don't use that. It's not a good technique. But this, talking about yourself and who you are, is fine. Don't talk badly about other people. But you can talk really well about yourself. That's okay. Don't be shy. Don't be modest. Sell yourself. I also think this one is less selly of yourself. I am looking forward to expanding my knowledge in this academic setting. So I think these are some. You can also work with this, move the language around. I am confident that I will be able to expand my knowledge and expertise in this academic setting. Play with these ideas. But basically, we have the bread. It is with great interest that. And then you have your conclusion sentence, which is the bottom piece of bread. I am confident that. That's the easiest part of your personal statement. Now you know how to begin and how to end. And you just have to mold your ideas in the center. Once again, my gorgeous little visual of what we learned today. Your grabber is going to be creative. Your roadmap, rudimentary, formulaic. Your 1, your 2, maybe you only have one reason. I think that's okay. If you have one really developed reason, that's okay. Maybe you have 2, maybe you have 3. But really, that's up to you. The colorful part is up to you. And then the conclusion is pretty much, I am confident that, I am looking forward to, thank you in advance for. So let's review this formula. Sandwiching your ideas, selling yourself, strong grabber sentence, like I say, punch the reader in the face. You want a roadmap for your narrative. You want to sequence and link your ideas. And then you want to wrap up conclusion sentence. Whew. How do we feel? Did I blow your minds? Is this digestible? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yes. Yeah? Is this what you were looking for? Yes. Okay, that makes me very happy. Now we can play like a homework game, right? So first we had a group activity, then we had an individual writing activity, and now I'm going to give you guys a bunch of phrases, and you're going to complete this worksheet. And like I said, I tried to copy a lot of the language that I've been using, and you can use these sentences that you like, copy them, steal them, they're yours. I think there should be enough. There are directions on the worksheet as well. We'll have like 10 minutes to go through the worksheet, and then we'll talk about it, okay? Just take one. Pardon me, thank you. For those of you who haven't received this yet, I really hope there are enough copies, but our group has expanded pretty dramatically. I can't believe you guys are all here on a Saturday, changing lives. I have given you a worksheet that is full of prompts, roadmaps, and conclusions, because I can't write your reasons, because I'm not you, so that's on you, I'm sorry. Prompts, roadmaps, and conclusions. Your job, circle the prompts. Are they all distributed already? Somebody make me some copies. How many people do not have a copy? Yeah, that wonderful. Why don't we take this time to do some questions, to answer some questions while we wait for the copies? I hope they got that number. I don't know how that happened. But do we have any questions about this stuff? Yes.
Sure. Hello, my name is Neno. I'm currently developing a personal statement for an LLM program, which is due just around the corner, 15th of December. And I'm interested on the idea of your grabber sentence. The question is it possible to combine a grabber sentence and also sell yourself on the introduction paragraph?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have to write more than one paragraph? Just one paragraph, right?
For introduction.
You're talking about a personal statement?
Yep.
And it's how many words?
500.
500? I would go with is it possible to sell yourself in the grabber statement introduction?
Yep.
Grabber statement, it depends on what your grabber statement is. What are you thinking? Tell me your idea.
Well, I'm thinking of along the lines of this is my ticket to future leader, and in return for this program, I'll give my 10 years experience to the class. What do you think?
What's the program?
It's a LLM program. It's law, Master of Law.
Where?
NYU and UPenn.
Wow, okay. What's your goal?
My goal is to be the general counsel. It's the highest position in the department. It's equal to senior vice president. So that's what I'm selling.
Will you be upholding justice?
No, but basically, this position involve in international transaction, cross-border complicated transaction, and also all legal matters, basically in all branch around the world.
What-
So,
What have you been thinking about for your grabber sentence so far?
well, it's along the line that this program holds the key to open door for my future career, which is this position. And in return, I'll give 10 years of international experience for cross-border transaction. That's what I'm thinking of. To
I
be
like
my,
the key analogy. Like I like what you're saying about a key. Like this application holds the key to my future.
Yep.
Period. And then another sentence that is explaining why. But I think that key analogy is a good grabber sentence.
okay.
I'm strong and confident with that. December 15th, huh? That's
Yep.
very soon.
Yep.
I'm more than happy to work with you. Also, like, I'm more than happy to work with you if you want to send me your ideas to work with you independently on getting that done.
Okay.
For
thank you.
everybody in the room who has, and I said I would say this and I regret it already, but for everybody in the room who has a super impending deadline like December 15th, get your ideas on paper, get all of it down with this formula, and then I'll help you with fine tuning it.
Okay. Thank you.
But I think that you don't need to think about trying to smash everything into one sentence. You have 500 words, so the grabber is really the most important thing. Maybe you don't want to try to sell yourself until the body of the narrative, of
Okay.
the statement.
Okay.
And be honest. I think that's like a huge thing. It's just super honest. Like, why are you doing this and what makes you awesome?
Okay. Noted. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have questions where I will tell you that you're awesome? One over here.
Hello, my name is Ruli. I am an MD. I currently try to apply to tropical medicine in Netherlands and also medicine, Wisconsin medicine for public health. I've already tried to make some personal statement, but I try to count and it is about 1,000 words. So
Ooh.
how to summarize it all? Okay,
You
thank
get a
you.
cut. What are your 3 reasons?
I think this is the way I get out from Indonesia. Education, of course. And there's a lot of questions in Indonesia that cannot be answered. So I try my best to look up in outside. And also,
So you want to get the best education possible and then come back to Indonesia to make your country a
yes,
better place.
Indeed.
That's beautiful. I think that's a winner idea right there, is that this school provides, because of where you live, you have expertise in tropical diseases and public health, and you see that it's a problem here.
Okay, yes.
And I know because I just got a weird mosquito disease, so it was crazy. You see that. By going to this school in the Netherlands, so kind of talk up that school, be like, you have this program that's going to provide me with the best education possible to come back to my country and make it and improve public health.
Okay.
I think that's like a really good sell.
Okay.
When is it due?
January.
In January?
Yes, 2016.
I would try, the same problem, I would try to cut because you're definitely going to need to cut, and try to cut and work within the framework that I've given you,
Okay.
and then bounce it off of me and we'll workshop it.
Okay, thank
Like
you.
we can try to set up another time where we can get together and have like smaller groups, hopefully as soon as possible for everybody who's working on an impending deadline. But your reasoning is perfect. So you want to really highlight this is the best education possible for me to be able to expand my career, come back to my country, and improve our public health crisis or problem or whatever. I say crisis because it sounds really scary.
Yes.
But I would talk very highly about the school. So, like, do your research. Know the program is the best. That's why you want to be a part of it, because you need to be the best to come back here and make your country a better place for the children and the children's children. You know?
Okay, thank you.
Does that
very
help
much.
at all?
Yes.
I know cutting work is really hard. So just try to, if you have a sentence that's extremely long, you need to look at it and think about cutting it into like smaller sentences, and maybe you're repeating yourself. So So try to edit through and see if you're repeating your ideas and stick to like 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, I see.
It might work. However, if you're still at 1,000 words, stick to 1 and 2. Like this is the best school and the public health crisis in Indonesia that you wanna be a part of. That you can't get the opportunity for education here that you can there. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you very much.
You guys are all doing such great things. I have such a fantastic audience. I saw a question over here. I'm terribly sorry about the copy machine. It's not my problem. It's not my fault.